Transmit the coordinates and make sure they don't leave.
What have they celebrated?
The end of the war.
It's okay to break the rules sometimes.
She has to be a bounty hunter.
The target got away, but I'll find her.
That was a fun episode. I like the inclusion of Fennec. I'm very, very intrigued as to what exactly we have going on here now. I mean, this show through 4 episodes has thrown so much into this story in terms of like starting from like episode 1 with everything we saw there, and just we're getting characters from all over the place kind of getting sprinkled in here, and you know, just throwing another wrinkle that the Bad Batch has to deal with, because Fennec, Crosshair, everything that's going on with Kamino, I mean, it's really interesting, and if Wrecker, I don't want Wrecker to turn into a problem. He's like turning into, like, he's one of my favorite characters in this show. Like, he's fantastic. Me and him just bond. You know, I just connect really well with him. He's just, you know, he's just a Wrecker. Like, it's the perfect name. He just wants to run around and fight and get stuff done, and he's not quiet about anything. He hates stealth as much as I do, which is absolutely fantastic, because stealth sucks, and it's just fun to go blow things up when you're asked to. But yeah, like, I'm super intrigued because, again, we're getting more with the Empire, like, kind of sprinkled in there, and just this whole chain code thing, and people cheering stormtroopers walking the streets, like, yay, the war's over, and all this stuff. And it's just really fascinating to see the birth of the Empire and how all this stuff is just kind of starting to connect and build. And I'm enjoying it. That was a fun episode. It was a lot of action. And again, adding another very intriguing, very interesting character to the mix is, when done right, it's a lot of fun. I want to see who she's working for. I want to see exactly what the plans are. I mean, this is very standard with the way they do their animated. It's very, very centric on a very singular storyline. And I really like the way they tell their stories in the animated shows, because episodes are fast, they're short, and very, very specific, very focused story. And I mean, it's hard not to think of Omega having some sort of force abilities, but I've kind of backed off that a little bit. I just think, again, she's enhanced. Just like the Bad Batch, she's got abilities that are heightened. And obviously, I think we're going to just learn more about her as the series goes. It's, again, a very long season, so it's going to be a slow burn, I feel like. But yeah, I'm super intrigued just learning more about her, learning about Fennec, just watching the Empire grow, what is going to happen with clones and what's going to happen with the stormtroopers, and seeing how that whole situation plays out, because we're definitely getting a war. I definitely don't think Kamino's just going to sit back. I definitely think we're getting dark troopers led by Crosshair. I think that's going to be like the first series of that, and he's going to be a problem. If they kill off Wrecker this early in the show, I'm going to be very disappointed. But again, it would have a very big emotional impact. But I think something's going to happen. I think the chip is going to play a factor, just kind of like with Crosshair. I think it's going to become a factor there. I mean, it does feel pretty... I feel like the obvious choice is, especially after the conversation that they had like 2 episodes ago, that the person in charge of Kamino hired Fennec to go find Omega. That kind of feels like the really kind of first obvious thought. I was kind of waiting for like Palpatine to show it like on a hologram or some sort, be like, Fennec, I'm very disappointed, or something like that. But I think it's more Kamino than anyone else probably at this point, trying to bring her back home. I think that's kind of where this is going. But yeah, seeing Fennec was cool. She's a fantastic character. The little bit that we got from her in The Mandalorian was great, and obviously with the animated you could expand it even more, because there's really no limits with this, and I think it's going to be really cool. I think it's fun. But as always, share your theories, throw them out there. What do you think is going to happen? What do you think the future is, Omega? Who do you think hired Fennec? And what do you think is all playing out there? Do you think it's as obvious as Kamino situation? But leave them comments down below. Catch y'all later. Bye.